I hope this video makes you aware of a challenge of our times and it makes you want less, want nothing. You don't need it. Don't buy. That's the motto of this video. You don't need it. I don't think so. I think I need a new one. This one is 2 years old. So it happened suddenly and then it's there. Suddenly I have this urge. It's like an itch that I have to satisfy to go out there and purchase that new equipment. From where does this thought come from? I have no idea, but suddenly it's there and suddenly it's so obvious. I always wanted this. I always needed this piece of equipment to do my work. How could I live without it? I need to go and get it and I need to get it now. No, I don't wait 30 days for a delivery. What kind of shop is that if you don't have it on stock? I would rather drive 20 kilometers down this road and get it from there rather than waiting, because that's the urge I need to fulfill. And from where does that come from? I think that social marketing surfacing. My long-time exposure to the constant marketing through social influencers and other advertisement that suddenly makes it so obvious. I need it, I need it now, I need it. Consumerism. That's our topic today, so let's talk about it. And no, I won't change my laptop for now, although it would be good to have a better one for editing videos, because editing videos is so demanding. And I saw all these reviews online. They were talking about the new, you see, I already do what everyone else is doing on platforms like this. That's called social marketing. What's that? Well, consumerism is the idea that the consumption of goods and services by a person is directly correlating with the well-being of that person. The more we consume, the better we feel and the happier lives we live. And you might say, no, absolutely not. But you might delude yourself. You might have just a wrong view, because you might speak out what your values are, your aspirational values, but not your real ones. Because, again, the market, especially the free market, is dictated by our behavior. So if our behavior is like that, the market is like that. There is no hiding around that. So that means that we are the source of the consumerism free market. Why? Where does this come from? Because chances are, if we live in a Western modern country and there is a big gap, a big difference between the 95% of wealth distributed very unequal in our world, but if you live in one of those countries, you probably have too much. Why not be happier with less? Less clothes, less TVs, less devices, less. We need less stuff. That's what you need, less. So where does this problem come from? It comes from, I believe, two things. There is an evolutionary aspect, because until yesterday humankind was struggling with the survival every day, and we know that feeling. It's in us. It's a inherited feeling, the struggle for survival. And in a modern consumerist world, well, that's bad. It feels like we need to have everything to be comfortable, to be safe for the rest of our lives. That's one feeling. And the other feeling is probably the success of social media campaigns, the success of marketing. Let's talk about that, because it's one idea I struggle with. Social marketing is an interesting new strategy. Basically, big brands outsource their marketing, not entirely, but most of it, to social media influencers, YouTubers, creators, who suddenly from their hobby are able to make a living. It's a real job, but it's a real job with some compromises, because now suddenly the casual looking, personal and approachable personality who started YouTube out as a possibility to express creativity is suddenly in a position to make out of it a business. And here's the trouble, because Now, the well-meant, honest reviews of a product are at the same time a sort of marketing. The companies send influencers their products. Influencers are free to make a review, and yes, they always mention that honestly, but the marketing already happened because they have it. And they speak about how great this all new product is, and suddenly you as a viewer, you are sucked into that because it looks casual, it looks approachable, it looks like your well-meaning online friend is having a great experience with a new product, only showing you the benefits, and you have to make your decision, but it's an underlying manipulation that happens there. Now that has real roots in also an evolutionary trait, which is that humans are deeply connected beings who live together in communities, and they are willing to do anything for that community. Rutger Bergman writes in his book Humankind, I highly recommend it, what the problem is, and he says, well, in one chapter, that we humans are so concerned with belonging to a group and being part of it and contributing to the community that we rather would do something bad, something that's against our values, just to belong to that group. On the other hand, the statistic says that you are the verge of your friends, and that could be positive or negative. You could put yourself in a circle that inspires you and makes you be a better person. You will strive to do better if you surround yourself with people who do better. So on YouTube, I think this is particularly a challenge because you have this mix of sharing personal life events, being very approachable, doing videos from out of our living rooms and expressing our creativity in a creative endeavor, making videos, as many YouTubers says. But on the other hand, we have this responsibility, knowingly influencing people to buy a certain product because we were sponsored with it. Now, that's a challenge, wouldn't you say? It's disguised advertisement, in my opinion. Now, how do we do that? I think there are checks and balances. For example, audiences sniff out if something is not right. And I remember a few YouTubers doing a certain kind of movie, a certain kind of video, which was interesting, but at the end had a sales pitch, a marketing, and it was so obvious and so bad, and you felt so betrayed by the creator that all the comments reflected it. And I think the creator took it on because we didn't see videos like that anymore. But the danger is there, and it's ever evolving. Now I wish all the best, all YouTube creators finding good sponsors and products they believe in to market for, but I also highlight the problem and the challenge with it, number one. And number two, looking forward to my journey on this platform. My dream is 1,000 true friends, you know that theory, which just support you doing your stuff and not caring about any advertisement, sponsorship, affiliate things, and so on. Will I do that? I don't know. I don't monetize anything at this moment, but it's an interesting topic. I hope this video is helpful. I hope this video makes you aware of a challenge of our times, and it makes you want less, want nothing. You don't need it. Have a good day.